progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've made progress. Believe it or not, I think I've
Now I have audio because I heard the bell ringing from Greg. So no one heard me say good evening, welcome into January 30th, 2026, the last day of January with Ken Stott Live and the Zoom homies. We have a missing in action Bill, we have Rich, we have Sam, Greg just joins us, Darren, Chris, and Max are here. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
I confirmed audio, I do believe. I'm going to scroll back to the top and start at the top so I don't miss any messages. Scott was first. He says, hello. He thought about trying DaVinci, but maybe not. DaVinci is a lot of fun. It can become very addictive. It really depends on what you want to do with it. And I can revert back more to that. Maybe Monday I can actually get something to work the way it's supposed to work and show you basic. This is DaVinci Basics instead of the Magic Mask and the 3D and all that other stuff because that's way advanced. Still over my head too. Sam says, "Cool intro, thank you." Yeah, when I look at reels, I'll come across things I'm thinking, man, that might be a decent intro. And then the problem with that intro was it's in the up and down form and not the landscape form. So I had to figure out what to do with that. It worked out really good. And that was thanks to the homies and Brian Lightfoot. Robert says, I took a great dive nap, now turning over and going back to bloody sleep. Oh man, can I relate to that? I thought I was going to be late because I too laid down to take a great guy nap. And right after Zoom blinked out, and we all knew it was going to blink out, so I hope it didn't catch nobody by surprise. Saw me by surprise. Um, Deepaw's in the house. Hello, Deepaw. Greg says, fifth place, I call a foul. You call all the fouls you want. It'll be looked at by the committee, and then it'll be old man's complaining again. Let it go. John says, Superfly, good trailer. Yeah, I thought it was Superfly, but if you listen to the whole thing, I don't know that it necessarily is. But Curtis Mayfield, Superfly, 1970. 72, 73, somewhere in that neck of the woods. Very nice, easy on the emotes. You can't go past 10 or you will be timed out by the Nightbot because the Nightbot thinks it's spammy. And Ski Man is in the house. Hello, Ski. I'm trying to use the mouse wheel. Rick Lakes was telling me about how to do it, and I apologize, my eye suddenly is itching. I hope that it works and it doesn't jump back up to the top. John's asking Ski if he's staying warm today. Yeah, as long as we have electricity. May hit 2 tonight. I don't know what our overnight low is going to be. Do have a buddy heater as a backup, 25 1-pound casters. Those are good to have. Backup heaters like that are real good to have. I was looking at chat earlier. It looks like somebody's going to be trying to do some grilling. I think a road trip is in. I think I need to drive my new Fiat up to Wisconsin. That's what I think. Just some chit chat going back and forth, getting ready for warm weather. We are past due. When do you get warm weather in Wisconsin? Surely not the last 2 days of January. I'm thinking maybe end of February, 1st of March. John and Scott or Ski are having a conversation. Past due. Yeah, we just had a little cold snap, and we're going to have a little bit more of a cold snap. I think our weather will probably clear up into February, 1st of March. I hope. But then the ground's going to be so saturated from the snow and the ice melting that it's going to be into May where we can get out on the golf course. Finally got to 10 degrees today. Woohoo! We made it up to like 18. It was comfortable. I went out to get the mail, and it was very comfortable. Bloody hell yeah, steaks, burgers, and brats. Yeah, there you go. I would grill, have some bacon wrapped filet mignon. I may have to go to Maryland now. I may have to divert from Wisconsin and go to Maryland. We'll have to make maybe a big road trip in my new Fiat. That sounds very good. And really, I wish you guys wouldn't be talking about food because I overslept and didn't get to make dinner. And as soon as the stream's over, I got to go throw something in the microwave or something to make some dinner. Sam says hello to everybody. He's the first one to comment when I went live again. A couple minutes before 10, I always go live. I run a couple things, which is good. I did that today because I actually had to use the studio mode in OBS because I forgot to turn the camera off from earlier today. I go on the Zoom, I go to turn my camera on, I ain't got no camera. And I immediately knew what it was. So didn't have to panic, didn't have to jump through hoops. I knew what it was. However, if I want to change up here right now, if I change it right now and I go to this, you guys are going to see the green dots circling around indicating we have buffering. If I put it back and I enable the studio mode and I turn on those, nobody knows it but me. I'm the only one that can see it. And the only way it goes out over the air is if I transition one side to the other. Super, super good thing to have. Really, really saved my embarrassment tonight. Ski-Man's got points. John Williams says, seen the city putting out barrels of sand and salt mixture, so I filled up some bags. Yeah, that's a great idea, both for your city and for you to do that. That is really good. I would love to get sand and salt on my driveway, although the cat litter's really working good. Going through here. Howdy, neighbor, Greg Guy. Greg said, or Ski-Man says, Greg, turn your TV down. It's got an echo. John Williams wants to know what you cooking. What's dinner? Or what was dinner? Or what will be dinner?
I had jalapeno and cheddar smoked sausages,
Sounds good.
corned beef hash with jalapeno ketchup on it,
Sounds good, minus the ketchup.
and steamed broccoli.
Throw out the ketchup, and that really sounds really good. I don't know that jalapeno ketchup would reach out to me or not, but it
Not
sounds
really
pretty good.
spicy.
Scott asked me, or Scott asked you how your day was. Galactic Volcano says, hi, Ken. Hello, Galactic Volcano 3. Good to see you. And it jumped. I got to figure this out. I have to figure this out. Sonia's in the house. Hello, Sonia. Good to see you. NASCAR race this weekend. February, I believe they start. Daytona. Hiawatha is in the, her name's not going to be Hiawatha. It's probably nowhere near being pronounced right, but I can say that. I've never been there or Minnesota. I'm driving to Wisconsin this year, probably. I've been through Wisconsin. I've been to Minnesota, went to the Mall of America. That was a big disgrace, big letdown. It was not near what they built it up to be. I need to find some software to add or change the audio on my video. Um, I don't well, I can't say yes to get DaVinci and no to not get DaVinci. I don't use audio in DaVinci. They have an audio section called Fairlight. I don't use it. I do adjust the audio because you can do that on the edit page. And I just make it a little louder, make it a little lower, or I'll completely mute it when need be. But you should join the homies one night, especially after about an hour of ending the stream, when Brian's here and Wintermute's here, and sometimes Jose is here. Between those three, they could no maybe okay. So disregard Jose. I mean, he is after all a self-proclaimed professional. But yeah, we could help you out, Scott, or maybe we'll discuss it and I'll email you the results. We'll get together. We'll figure it out. Nice car. No, I see now. See, that's how far down it jumped. Sonia says hello to Sir Ken. That'd be me. Hello to everyone. Happy Friday, YouTube friends. Yes, happy Friday or Saturday to you. Greetings to all the co-host, and do I have co-host? I think I'm the only host on it. Am I? Who knows? We were messing around with that earlier today. Chicken salad sandwich and sun chip sounds that sounds really good. I may actually end the stream and run right up to Burger King. It closes at 1 a.m. And I hate to do that, but I just might. Pepper jack cheese and crackers for snack. Both of those sound good. Somebody doesn't like my stream. Cool, thank you. I currently show 12 people watching and 12 likes, so thank you very much. That is a very good thing. Before I forget, I want to give a shout out to Matthew Barnes. Yes, I know Matthew Barnes is not watching. It is dark 30 in the morning over in the UK. Matthew sent me a super chat in comments today. I didn't know there was such an animal, but I'm looking through my comments and I get down to Matthew Barnes's comment, and lo and behold, there's a super chat. And he made the comment about YouTube's probably going to take its percentage of this. And they did, and they do. Revert back to that in a second, too. So then he turned around and made the difference up and sent me a PayPal, which nobody touches it. If you send $1, I get $1. If you send 100, I get 100. Unlike David, who wants $5 million, anything's good for me. So thank you, Matthew. I do appreciate it. And I did thank him earlier today when he was on Zoom. The 30% nonsense. I got a thing today popped up on Zoom. It said, answer one question. What do you think YouTube could do better to help you as a creator to make money on YouTube? I said, make it 80-20. Hell, make it 90-10. 90-10, YouTube's still going to make money hand over fist. 95-5, they're still going to make money hand over fist. I don't know if it's true or not. I seen a thing the other day on what they allegedly paid out to the creators last year for 2025, and it was a single digit with a B. Actually, it was 9 digits, 100,000, 100 million, $100 billion is what the CEO said YouTube paid out to creators. If you got any of that money, raise your hand. I really would like to talk to you about a small loan. I didn't get any of that money. Well, I got $728.13 of it, but hey, they asked, I told them. And it just jumped again. Pauline is in the house. Hello, Pauline. She was here at 10:10 about 2 minutes ago. And this is that's the bad thing about when I'm scrolling from the top, I miss things. Refresh your page. John was said, why is the stream buffering? It might have been when I was running the welcome message with the 3 things that buffer, or maybe refresh your page. I don't know. I really don't know. But I will go to Doug's thing that I don't have any drop frames, so it's got to be on your end. And we talked about that too. Good to see Pauline. Thank you, Pauline. I know she gave me a thumbs up. I don't even have to worry about that. In your mouse settings, in my mouse settings, check the wheel and make sure lines to scroll is set low with the I have no idea, Ski. I don't look at stuff like that. you guys do. I don't. I plug in, go, run, do what it needs to do until it starts messing up. Is there a way to set the DPI in Windows 11? I have no idea what DPI is, but Greg is shaking
Dots
his
per
head.
inch.
Yes. What is it?
Dots per inch.
Dots per inch. Okay. John says the buffering has stopped at 46. Well, that means my program is working. I told it buffer from 23 to 46. So I did get that right. Good boy, Dougie. Good boy. I clean it from time to time. I'm cheap. I should get a new mouse. I don't. I just clean this thing up, and it works for a while. It does what it need. It does what it needs to do. So that catches me up. I see the last chat message was from Ski Man, and he's giving us an emote with crying, smiling face. So what's on your guys' mind? What do you got? What do you bring to the table tonight?
I said replace the flux capacitor in your mouse. That's
I
why
missed
you were talking.
that. Where did you put that at? I see
Two
there's a way
lines
to
up.
say.
1013.
Oh yeah, I see that now. Replace. Oh yeah, that movie. Interesting. Yeah.
I went to the credit union today.
How much money did you get me?
50,000.
Good man. Pauline is SW.
I deposited one check, but the other one was made out to me and my son, so they couldn't deposit it because he's in Illinois, you know.
Right.
No signature. So I mailed it to him.
I don't know. I may have said, before I walked in, I may have said, sign this check, son, and then your son has signed a check. They're never going to know any different. But I get it. I do get it. Scott said he put a new mouse in his. I started to say he put a new mouse in his battery today. Actually, he put a new battery in his mouse. It's not a good night, okay? Well, it's a normal night. I do that from time to time too, Scott. When it starts acting up, I'm thinking, well, the battery's bad, and I'll change it. That doesn't help it out at all. So then I clean it. I take it apart and clean it, and that usually does help it. And I'm really amazed sometimes at the stuff, the dust, the dirt, the hair I find inside that mouse, and I'm like, where is this coming from? Some of it looks like cat hair, dare I say, but that was long before Denise got a cat. Sir Ken, just listening here, I'm feeding my crocodile. Pauline, please drop a link for your crocodile so everybody can understand what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, and I have shared that before. MLSO, Mega Love shout out, I believe. I need to catch up on my uh, internet lingo. Richard Rogers, otherwise known as Rich. Hi, Rich. Wave to the crowd, Rich. Rich says hi. He says hello to Pauline. Thank you, Rich. We have a cat inside. You have a cat inside. Yeah, it's a possibility. I don't. The cat's only been here once, and this thing started screwing up long before that cat got in here. And I fortunately can take it apart. I have you guys know this. I have a brand new mouse. Okay, I believe.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, now hang on. Before you, oh my goodness me, hear me out.
Okay.
I believe it's the same mouse as this one right here. I believe. Not 100% sure. However, this mouse and the keyboard are paired with one dongle. I don't know if I can take new mouse and it be paired with the keyboard or not. I really don't.
I think so.
I have no idea. Greg is shaking his head 9. He is saying no.
I just went through that.
That's an Alex question.
The
That's
mouse
once.
And the keyboard, the mouse and the old keyboard, and the old mouse used one USB dongle.
Right. Correct.
The new mouse would not work until I plugged in the new dongle.
That's kind of what I'm afraid of. I really am. So Scott says probably not. I tend to think that way too. I'm
I
not.
got the same
Oh,
mouse
Betty's
you
here. Hello,
got.
Betty. I was like, why is she saying that? And then I read back up. Do what?
I got the exact same mouse you got, M185,
Correct. Correct. Yep.
and the wheel is jerky.
Yeah. Yep. But I think in the beginning it was not. Ski Man says wired also. I've thought about going back to a wired mouse and a wired keyboard. I have really thought about that. The problem is I don't have any open USB ports, and I sure as hell don't have the old purple and green plugins for the mouse and the keyboard. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Little things are starting to crop up. I'll get it taken care of. I still have issues with Mouse Without Borders. With every now and then they decide it's not going to work together well, so I have to take the dongle for that out, put it in the other machine, and it works fine for a while. Then again, the other machine gets mad, it gets jealous, so I got to put it back in there, and then they work fine for a while. It's just it's a cycle. It's a vicious cycle at that. You can buy add-on USB ports. Yeah, my next purchase is an internal capture card. I think we all know what's the best wired mouse. One that's dead. Good question, Pauline, by the way. Yes, Chris, go ahead.
The Google says that the mouse, Logitech Unifine or Bolt, can be repaired to a new compatible dongle using manufacturer software.
Yeah, it depends on the thing.
It's possible. I don't know.
And there's like a star on it in orange.
I haven't opened the mouse. I don't know.
I mean, you can look at your other mouse too to see if it's oh, yeah,
the answer is not on the ceiling. I assure you. Okay.
Well, I mean,
I do that as well, but I got notes on the
Somewhere up
ceiling. Sam says I will give you an internal USB card. How about that? They are a dime a dozen. I think I have one in my junk box. Magic Mouse. Galactic. See, Pauline asked, "What's the best wired mouse?" And Galactic says, "Magic Mouse." That's honestly a good question. What is the best wired mouse? I would say in my case it needs to be about a 6 foot long cable. Go ahead, Sam.
Works.
Right.
Yeah, one that works. There you go. So Pauline, it's true.
The Logitech wired mouses are reliable workhorses.
Are they
So
Logitech?
like one of
Okay.
those, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I could break down and just get a new keyboard and mouse set, but then I'm going to have another one laying around that's gathering dust. So for now, I just will keep taking it apart and cleaning it and putting it back together and fighting it till it goes bad again, and then go from there. What would be really nice if I could take the new mouse and plug it in and everything say, hey, and work just fine. But we all know that's not going to happen for gaming sensitivity. Why in the world would you want a wired mouse? Sam says for gaming sensitivity. My niece, who just got the computer from John, has a wired keyboard and a wired mouse. She's also got a mechanical keyboard. I can hear her at night through the house, the walls and all. She's in there typing away. I can hear clack, 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 clack. I get it. It's a thing. I understand it. It's just not my thing. The Philippine American couple. Hello, David. Did you get your wife out of jail? I'm curious, and other people that are aware of that situation are very curious. Has she been released? Wired equals no response lag. Okay. I did not know that. Wintermute dropped a look for this symbol. Wintermute, hello Wintermute. He must be talking about the thing that Rich was talking about.
Yeah, unifying yarns looks like a star.
You think you could have found a little bit bigger of a PNG? That thing's a 48 by 48 pixels, and it's about this big. But I appreciate it. I'll figure out how to look at that later. So where am I looking for that at? On the dongle itself, or on the mouse, or where would that be?
Mine is on both.
On both.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not too sure about the dongle now. Yeah.
Okay. Wintermute says both as well. Well, I can't look at the new one because I haven't even taken it out of its clamshell yet. I guess that's what these are still called. May look into that after the stream because it's starting to get annoying, especially. And I do have some issues with it with DaVinci Resolve. It's not like it's only a YouTube function. I'm starting to have a little bit of problems with DaVinci, but I figured out how to get around that. The problem with Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
Great guy can fix your DaVinci.
Permanently, right?
Okay. What's the name of the mouse? The number of the mouse? The new one?
The new one, I believe, is an M185 since it says right there on the clamshell M185. Okay. It's the same as the other one. Greg and I have the same ones. They're popular. John made a comment and said both. I guess he's referring to the symbol. Infrared mouse. 6,666. Do an exclamation points to see how many points you have. I think you have way more than that. So, but yeah, I'll look into that. As I was starting to say with DaVinci, the problem is when you have multiple monitors like I do, and you don't. If you have a single monitor, you're going to experience the same thing.
Yeah.
If you get in the X or the Y and you're scrolling in the box and you run out of monitor, but you can still scroll because of your desk, it'll stop. It'll actually stop, but the mouse will keep going. The box won't. What you're moving. It's pain in the neck.
You know.
David says, I use wired mouse and keyboard. They work best for live streaming. Okay. I'll have to look into that. And obviously, David knows I'm kidding about. He had a live stream last night that I watched today. His wife did not get arrested. She did not go to jail. It was a get your attention. Very, very good show. Enjoy watching him. And I really wish I could catch more people live at night and not have to watch the replay either late at night or earlier in the morning. The VR glasses uses your eye motion. Oh, that's a second reference to Arkansas. Clickbait. I think we all, with the exception of very few people, I think we all use some form of clickbait. I really do. I don't know though. Where did this month go? Is pretty straightforward. Sir Ken, I know how to install and add memory in PC Tower. I open the back and just add it. Yes, if you can afford to buy memory, that's basically it. Make sure you shut everything down, unplug it, and then make sure there's no power to it. And yes, that is exactly correct. I think if I recall correctly, Pauline either 100% built her tower or she assisted in building her tower. We've had a conversation about it in the past, so I'm not 100% sure if I'm recalling that right or not. But that's good. That's good that you can do these things because that way you save yourself money from taking it to Best Buy, and having them screw up your computer. Remember, we will be hosting. Yes, I brought the baby shower up last night. Jamie was here and I brought it up and I said, and I think you alluded to this as well. I said, wouldn't it be funny if we all showed up at Jamie's house for the baby shower? And I also said, David's going to host it if we do because he can throw one hell of a baby shower, as I just recently witnessed when he threw a baby shower for one of their Filipino friends there in Bentonville. Man, did that look good. Oh, it looks so good. I wish I could have been there. And Dave, if you have a link you can drop for people that would like to donate to help out with that, you can feel free to drop it, please, into the chat. April 3rd. Well, that'll be here before we know it. Official Tim Tech. You are not seeing ads. I promise you are not seeing ads. If you are seeing ads, then you're not watching my show because I turned monetization off. So if Tim Tech says I'm seeing ads, would really like to see evidence of that on my current live stream because I turned monetization off. I'll caveat that with Doug Betts and I had a conversation yesterday about this. Even if you turn monetization off, can YouTube still push the ads out? And if Tim is seeing ads, I will apologize. But if he is, and I have monetization off, then that just proves that point that we discussed. I found the post. Do I know how to assemble tower? How much does it cost? It depends on what you want the computer for and how much you want to spend. Stopped at the Quick Trip store and started thinking of me, and he bought a 6-pack of glazed donuts, to which he sent me a picture, and oh my gosh, did it look good. We all know I won't have another donut until I go to the doctor either in March or May, and good or bad, I'm having a donut. I may have 2 this year. If it's good news, I'm going to have 2. It popped up at the beginning. Tim, I don't think it can, honestly. I have it turned off. I'm not saying it's not entirely possible, because it's YouTube. I wished he would have thought to screen capture it and then send it to me in an email, so then we can say, hey, this is not right. My monetization is off. Why are people seeing ads? And I'm sorry for that, because I've gone back to during the live stream, I turn it off so nobody gets messed up with ads. They're a pain in the neck, I will admit. When I click on the video, are you watching the current live stream? If you're watching an older live stream, yes, you're going to see ads, because usually I tell myself, I say, self, as soon as the live stream is over, turn monetization back on. I do it 2 days later generally, because I'll be going into the YouTube studio. I'm like, doggone it, I forgot to turn it, and then I'll go turn it back on, and by then it's too late. Your raspberry dunkers are very good. Yeah. I just a plain old donut. It doesn't have to be anything special. It doesn't have to have a lot of icing or filling or anything like that. I like the ones that I think they're pronounced crullers, I think is the pronunciation. I absolutely love those things. But again, it's either going to be March or May, and I can't remember. I think they went out to May this time. I think she's trying to get me on a yearly schedule instead of a twice-a-year schedule, which would be fine, especially with the VA being as messed up as it is. They need another donut before the end. Yeah, you should send one down to me. Get somebody that can get that thing down here. I'm watching it on my phone. Well, that's interesting. That is the algorithm for the phone different than the algorithm for the computer. Now I'm broadcasting in both dual mode, dual stream again tonight. Trying that again, and I don't know. I really don't know. Could it be because I'm dual streaming, monetization is on the phone? Here's the latest nomination hearing, national security. I will look at that later. I'm thinking you're going to put a link. YouTube does what YouTube wants. YouTube will put, oh, yes. I have seen ads on non-monetized channels. Yes, Doug and I talked about that yesterday too. Because I'm watching someone the other day that's got like 50 subscribers and an ad pops up. First thing I did is I went to another tab, went back to their channel, verified they only got 50 subscribers, but there's an ad. Crazy. The thing that gets me, and I've witnessed this on other channels and mine as well, on a 40-minute live stream or a 40-minute upload, there'll be a 2.5-hour ad. Next time it happens, I'm stopping it. I'm setting OBS up, and I'm going to record it, and I'm going to upload it, and I'm going to say, does this happen to you? Clickbait. Is anyone having trouble with notifications? No, Scott. Problems with notifications? Oh, I shudder at the thought. Yes, I have problems with notifications. However, I will say I'm starting to get notifications on my phone. This is a step in the right direction. I'm not getting them on the computer, but I get them on my phone. So when I get a
in YouTube, I got problems.
Really?
Get the same one from some people.
I don't. Missy's in the house. Tim says he has no ads on TV. Well, that's interesting. Dave says if you're running monetization, if your monetization is off, then they will not run mid ads during live stream, but they can run them before and after. Now that I did not know. What's the point in turning monetization off then? If YouTube can go, hey, you know, screw you, buddy. We're going to run an ad before 4.5 hours, and we're going to run an ad after 4.5 hours. What good does it do? I mean, I do this for you guys so that you don't have to endure the ads. I mean, we all know I don't say anything that's important enough that you got to rewind and see what I said. Who said the word Chris? I'm clearly blaming you for this. That's strange. You want to call your
something too.
I think it was me. Tim says it's strange. You might want to call the cell phone company or maker or Microsoft tech support to Scott. Okay. Why? Because he's getting ads or not getting ads? I get ads. It's a setting. Let me go back and see what Scott was saying. Missy's got points. Hello, Missy. Is anyone having? Yeah. I think it's a YouTube thing. Tim, you tell me every night you can help me with my computer. I told you a week ago, send me an email, write me instructions, send me a link. Let me know how to do it. I would love to get the notifications on the computer. Hello, Mr. 33 minutes late from Arkansas.
Hello.
I don't hear any excitement in your voice. Did you have a bad day? Are you still snowed in?
No, not really a bad day. Just not a lot is going on exciting here. Yes,
Have they opened the roads back up yet?
Yes and no. The main roads are fine. People are slowly starting to get out, but because our van costs so much money for me to be able to ride around and get out and ride around in, until all this stuff is off of the side roads, which is not, I'm still snowed in. So basically, as long as the schools are closed, as long as the schools are calling school off, I'm stuck in.
What's your next week's weather forecast like? Do you have more cold weather coming in and snow and ice?
Supposed to be 50s and 60s next week.
All right, Tim, thank you. Send it to the Zoom account, please. I'll be looking for it.
So I'm looking forward to 50s and 60 degree weather next week.
Now that would be nice. I'd love to see that. Shali Estrada is in the house. Hello, Shali. Me in words, man. I tell you, she's from Italy. Good to see you. I don't know what time it is there right now. Naples, Italy. It is currently 10. Wait, no, it's 50 because they do things in Celsius, so you got to convert it over to our language, which was 50.2, and a light rain shower in Naples, Italy. 50 would be so comfortable right now. I may actually have to go out and do my live stream outside from the porch, which I should do that. We did that before from my laptop. Sir Manny is in the house. Hello, Manny. Good to see you. Thank you very much. I was watching you earlier today as well. I was watching a lot of people earlier today. Thank you, Tim. I do appreciate it. Missy, are you going to stream live later? If so, let me know so I can be sure to check that out. And I don't know if Pauline's live stream. No, she said she's feeding her alligator or crocodile. Was it crocodile or alligator?
Crocodile.
I can't tell. Crocodile. I can't tell the difference. They all look the same to me. I can't even pronounce that last city. What time Missy's live? Yeah, she says in a little while. So this probably will go for about another 21, 22 or so minutes, and we'll end. And then I'm going to run to grab something to eat, which is probably going to be Burger King. I don't know. I may make something. I'm sure I still have food to cook in the house. It's just a matter of do I want to cook it or not. Cool. I'll be there. What did John say? Cool is a Zoom thing. Probably AI generated sarcasm from Doug. If you would like AI sarcasm from Doug, we can go with this one. This is one AI sarcasm from Doug. And when I say AI, this is pulled from Doug Betts' stream, and I forget where the background video came from. And the alien, I believe Bill made that, and I stole it from him.
No,
Or
I sent it to you.
oh, you sent that to me. Okay, I thought maybe it was him. Or we can go with this one. No, that's me in the snow. Let's go with this one. No, that's not it. Well, shoot. Uh-oh. Houston, we have an issue. For the first time in a little over 6 hours, the capture card just blinked. Both of the things blinked out, and this is what they do when the capture card decides it's going to Arkansas. They blink, and then they come back on. They didn't switch positions this time, but they did blink on, they did blink off. It's going to be rectified very, very soon.
Yep.
Sam says, I like food. John says, ha, 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 Kian. Pickles and onions with pepperoni. Depending on the pickles, I like some pickles. I like dill pickles on a hamburger. A hamburger really sounds good. A good hamburger, not McDonald's, not Hardee's, not Burger King, not any other hamburger joint, unless it's a mom and pop joint.
Which one did you decide to get?
Which one did I decide to get? What? A hamburger?
No, capture card.
I haven't decided yet. I'm still in the process of trying to figure out. It's going to be March before this takes place. February is a rough month for me. It always has been, always will be. It's a short month. Got to file my taxes. We all know the divorce is going to be filed in the middle of the month. There's a lot of moving parts to February. So it'll be March. I'm just hoping that thing can get by until then. If not, I still have DaVinci on the streamer machine. I can still do things from the streamer machine. It's just a waste to have a computer over there I can't use. That's all. And I'm looking into things on fixing it. I really don't know. I reached out to Doug this afternoon to see what one he's got, and he sent me it. And it's a little out of what I'd really like to pay. But then again, I got this cheap mirror box capture card that lasted a long time. I will give it that. But it's going bad. It's clearly going bad. It's sitting 8 feet away on the floor with nothing around it. And I think what happens is it gets hot and it shuts off. And then it cools down for a second and it comes back. I think. Can't prove it. It's just my theories. Scott says his taxes are done. Mine would be, but going back to the aforementioned middle of the month event, I have to wait for that before I file my taxes this year. And I do not look forward to filing my taxes this year. I just know it's going to be a pain in the neck. Double pepperoni, sausage, onion, hand tossed Pizza Hut with delivery. John, if you'd like to order me one, wait, you know what? Do we have a Pizza Hut nearby that delivers? I don't think we do. Where's my refund? Yeah, really. We have a place called Jack's Pizza. It's up by the golf course. Works out really good. I play golf. Jack's Pizza's on the way home. Really, really good. The thing I don't like about them is they are very expensive. They are very good. They are huge pizzas, and it's very, 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 very thin crust. I like all that. And they have all kinds of things you can put on there. And I always get the supreme, and then I add ingredients to it. Pizza's not good for me, though, because I'm diabetic. So when I get it, it lasts a week. That's the good thing.
We have a regional, I guess you call it a regional. I mean, they in multiple states, but they're not. They're only like around the South. We only have two. We have a Pizza Hut and we have Mazzio's. It's only in like Oklahoma, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and maybe just a handful of other states.
We have a Marco's, but I've never had Marco's pizza. They say it's not too bad. Pizza Hut, I get it time to time. Jack's Pizzas, I get about every other month when I play golf in the summer. It's just really convenient because it's right on the way home. I don't have to cross traffic. I leave the golf course, make a right-hand turn into the pizza, get the pizza, make a right-hand turn back to my street, and I'm home in 3 minutes. It really works out really good.
If we get pizza at church, or somebody goes and gets pizza at church, usually have a Papa John's, and if they got pizza at college, it's usually Domino's. But
Domino's used to
in
be okay, but I don't like Domino's. Um, and honestly, the older I'm getting and dealing with this diabetes, the less and less pizza that I eat. And it's a two thing with me because I'm diabetic, and my dad, when he got frustrated being diabetic, he went back to eating nothing but pizza and drinking soda, and that's probably what killed him. He just, for some reason, gave up on doing what he was doing. I'm going to keep taking my medication because I want to live to be 190 years old, and I want to see my grandkids as kids, and I want to sit in the corner and be drooling.
well, at least in this town, since we really only have two pizza places, and I really don't care for either one of them as far as the pizza's concerned. I'd rather just go to Walmart and get one of them really thin crust frozen pizzas and throw it in the oven and burn my
Yeah, but
mouth off.
you get a brand name frozen pizza. You don't ever buy the Walmart made pizzas, do you?
Yeah, I do, but I get I always I'm my dad will get the big like the Walmart market size like the ones that are in the deli section pizzas. But
Yeah.
if I buy a frozen pizza for if I buy a pizza for myself, I'll get a frozen pizza, and I do get like the Great Value Supreme or the Meat Lovers cheese stuffed crust in the Great Value, or I get this brand Bellatoria. It's like a really thin crust
Never
pizza.
heard of them. Greg. Um,
Told you
Pizza
I'd have
Hut's.
it.
I did not doubt you when you said it. I did remember you did send it to me, and I just relish the fact you guys send me stuff all the time, and I do put it to good use. Now, Pizza Hut's pre-made pizzas do have single serving pizzas. I don't know if you're aware of that or not. Both circular and rectangular. And I usually try to pick one of them up about once a month when they're on sale because I can take it home and freeze it, and then when I feel like a pizza, I can throw it in there.
No, but Pizza Hut or Walmart.
Walmart. I probably said Pizza Hut, but I meant Walmart. Pauline is SW. Shali is still watching. Galactic 007 is still here. Um, Betty is still here. Scott is still W. There's an alien behind me. No, that would be Greg. I don't know. I've changed my Zoom background so often. It's like I used to maybe have that. I don't know if I still do or not. And I apologize. My camera is going to be there, but I'm going to be over here. I'm going to see if I still have the alien.
I can send it to you.
I have it. No. It's okay.
There's really not a lot of food I'm very particular about when it comes to eating it. But pizza's the one food. If I had to pick one, pizza's the one food I'm very particular about, and probably the biggest reason why I would prefer to just have a frozen pizza and put it in the oven myself is because I can have it literally right out of the oven, burn my mouth, and it'll be cooked just like I want it. Cause
Oh yeah, we all know about the pizza out of the oven to your mouth and you burn your mouth. We all recall that. So real quick, the background that you're seeing right now for me is something I created in DaVinci Resolve. And I mean, after all, it shows all about me. And if you look at the eyes particularly, you will see there is background movement. And what the background is actually one of my aquariums when I lived in San Diego and Las Vegas. The alien Bill Dawson created. The TV, I think we got off of Pixabay or Canva. I'm not sure. I think he may have created that. But I threw all this together in DaVinci Resolve. And I mashed out the eyes and put a pair of glasses on it. And then I put the aquarium behind that. This is just some of the little things. You can have a lot of fun with DaVinci Resolve. It's just all
thank you.
up to, well, yeah, Greg, we know you're not going to do anything. But you do use A program. What is it that you use?
For what?
Your animated stuff that you do. For what?
In friend view, some AI website once in a while.
Some of those are pretty good. I will have to admit, some of the AI websites are really, really good. And so far, they appear to be free with a little bit of limitations. But they're not bad. I just like DaVinci. I started out on Sony Vegas Pro 17, went through a couple of them, and I ended up with DaVinci. I have the studio version, which is paid, and thank you, Tony, for that. Love it. Absolutely love it. I could do DaVinci 17 hours a day, every 23-hour day, and I wouldn't never get bored. Get frustrated, but I would never get bored. Let me look at chat. Looks like we have some chit chat going on. Never tried anything other than pizza. From where? Where are we talking about? They are pretty good, even the chicken from there. Where are we discussing pizza from, Scott?
Ding
Quick
dong.
Trip.
Oh, hurry, get the door. It's Domino's.
Is it going to be Tom Brady? That was about the dumbest commercial.
Or I ain't paying them.
Hear about I think Kathleen O'Hare, the woman that played the mother in or the wife in Home Alone.
Yep.
She died.
Passed away today. She was 71 years old. Yep. Sure
I
did.
thought she passed away years ago.
No,
Nope.
apparently not. Quick Trip. I'm guessing Quick Trip is like a convenience store type of place.
It's
Yeah.
Okay. Much like Rick
Nationwide.
Lakes' what's he called? Paradise, I think? No, not Paradise. What's the one Rick goes to all the time? I really feel bad because we got one right up the road, brand new. Been there about a year
I think
now.
that's what he said. I think that's what he said it was. Paradise.
Is it Paradise? Yeah. I think so, but I'm not 100% sure. I've never been in the one up there. It's got gas and it's got whatever they have. I mean, you can tell it's a convenience store. You can see it as you go by. And I noticed.
Pizza.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
They got a racetrack here that's got pizza.
A racetrack. Oh, okay.
Then we got a Quick Trip.
We've got. We don't have any 7-Elevens now that I think about it. We've got one called Something and Go. I think it's Stop and Go. No, it's not Stop and Go. We have two right across the street. Speedway's on one side of the street, and the other one's on the other side of the street, and it just opens. Speedway's 24 hours. That one's not.
Is it called Come and Go?
No, that is not it either. I should know because they get gas there all the time. They usually have the better gas prices in the area. We primarily are a lot of speedways here. They are everywhere. But ironically, we don't have any 7-Elevens, which is kind of strange. In fact,
Speedway is the breakoff of 7-Eleven.
Well, I think
Very
7-Eleven was
hard.
probably one of the very first ones, and then these other ones kept popping up. Thought somebody was leaving. So we're at 53 minutes. Going to wrap this up here in about 6 or 7 minutes. If anybody has anything, chat or in Zoom you'd like to talk about, let me know.
We got one Circle K. We got several Circle K's, but we
have Circle K.
one particular Circle K that's independently owned, and they have a Pizza Hut. You could get Pizza Hut pizza there.
Is it carry out only, or can you go in?
Out.
Okay.
Carry out.
Yeah, I think that concept bombed. I know I've seen places where you've got a restaurant on one side, brand name restaurant, and then you got the convenience store on the other, and that concept never did catch on, and the restaurant portion always got taken out, and then they expanded the convenience store portion. John's balance is 62,000 points.
There's still some of those places in certain areas of Arkansas.
Well, the key word there is Arkansas.
Station and a restaurant.
If they ever take the Pizza Hut out, they'll probably do chicken.
Somebody asked me the other day about KFC, and the KFC that used to be a mile up the road at County Line and 135 closed, which is really weird because that thing had been there for 50 years. at that same location, and they just up and closed it. And the building is still sitting empty, which is
I
shocking.
don't
Now, go ahead.
I don't remember where it was. Probably somewhere we was on when we was on vacation or looking out of town somewhere. But I've been to one KFC and Taco Bell combination restaurant. I know all the KFCs or combination Taco Bells too up in Canada, but I've only been to one, and I think that's the only one I've ever seen in person.
They're
Um,
owned by Young Brands, and
yeah, they're in Phoenix, Arizona. There's a lot of combinations with them. Um, Long John Silver's, and I'm trying to think of the other one it was an interesting combination. Um,
and Pepsi Cola.
yeah, and then they
They're
switched to
affiliated
Coke, and
or
then they
owned
switched
by
back.
and Frito Lay. They're
We have a
all
Popeyes right across the street from the golf course, but has anyone eaten at a Popeyes lately and
they
seen their
closed the one we had.
outrageous prices?
No,
Um,
I would drive by one all the time going to church, but I haven't eaten there for
I'll tell you one of the best
been a while.
chicken places that I used to like, it's been many years, of course, was called Church's Chicken.
Oh yeah,
If
there's still one of those down the road, about 30 minutes down the
Ski
road
Man
in Pine
says,
Bluff.
here's a link for Alex or whoever. Alex isn't watching the show, so it's not going to be for
It's
Alex,
actually
but
called they renamed it.
thank you, Ski.
It's actually called Church's Texas Chicken now.
I get it. I'll have to go back and check that out. Popeye is my favorite. I liked Popeye. I actually loved Church's Chicken. When I moved to Texas from high school, Church's Chicken and jalapeno. Now Greg's going to catch this. Church's Chicken and jalapeno peppers, fresh jalapeno peppers. That's a combination. Back then, I could not eat enough of that. Nowadays, probably not.
I've actually never had Church's Chicken before. Never.
I think we have one over here on the east side of Indianapolis. I think. I know there used to be one. I don't know if it's. I don't get out to the east side very often, or the north side, or the west side for that. Only time I go to the west side is to go to the 500, and then since I live on the south side, I do everything on the south side. Now I am going to be going to Micro Center. For those of you that were around earlier today and were here last night, I did drop a link for Tony Kanaan, who built the sim that's in the Micro Center here. I did not know until today all Micro Centers have a sim in them for people to go in and use. Did you know that, Alex?
I did not. It must. Uh, like is it just is it just a racing simulator, or is it what for whatever you want?
The guy that was there representing Micro Center did not say what the sims were. I would imagine it's probably regional. In other words, what's popular in that region. Us here in Indianapolis, obviously it's going to be a racing sim because we got the motor capital of the world, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which is in Speedway, Indiana, not Indianapolis, Indiana, but that's a whole different ballgame. And that's the reason I'm going. I'm not going to look at computer parts. I may look at a capture card, may justify the trip. I'm going in my new Fiat, by the way, and then I'm gonna hog the sim that day. I need to find out what's one of the really slow days so I can just sit there and really have a lot of fun. I put a link in chat last night in
I
Zoom.
thought that was your niece's car.
What?
The Fiat.
No, my brother gave it to me.
That-
My niece? No. She
But that
doesn't
must be
want a
something
little
new.
car.
That must be something new.
It is.
That they
It
just
is,
started
Chris.
that they just started doing, because I've only been to a Micro Center one time, and it was back in 2019. So
Well, here, since I know you're not watching the live stream, watch. Did you not look at the link I sent you today and I said go to the specific time?
no, I forgot.
No. Watching politics is way out of this. Okay, there's the link for the Micro Center and Tony Kanaan, and I think it's at about the 4-minute mark. They mentioned the fact that it's in all, and then toward the end of it, the guy that's there representing Micro Center actually says, yes, we have a sim in every single Micro Center. I don't know if it's true or not. I've only been to one. That's here locally in Indianapolis. Go look at
You
chat real
know,
quick.
you can go to the website and view products at Micro Center.
I can't do the sim though from the website.
No, I said view products.
I know. Looking at chat here, gas went up last week. Gas fluctuates up and down all the time. Gas is $2.91 in Maryland. We are $2.84, I believe I saw it the other day when I took her to work. And yes, Chris is correct. It's my niece's Fiat. I am going to test drive it. I'm not going to go anywhere. I may go to Micro Center. I don't know. I'm not going to go on a big long road trip or anything. I just want to see what it's like. Tim's still here. He loves Truth or Stick. And yeah, I imagine you do. You're in Texas. And I think
It's gonna
with
be
that,
too small.
we are going to run. I've done the sim on the link that I've sent. I've actually done that. Not that specific one. That's at his house. I've done the one at Micro Center, and it was impressive. And I'll tell you what impressed me about the whole thing. It's you don't have a VR set on. You're looking at your screens. It's like you're in the car. The steering wheel is not a steering wheel. It is an Indy style, exact replica of what's in the car itself with all of the controls on it. I could spend hours just figuring that out. Missy's asking, did I get my PC issue fixed? I believe so. I haven't shut that computer off since I fixed it. I don't have any more noise. And I'm actually afraid to shut it off because I'm afraid if I shut it down, everything's going to shut down. The fans are going to stop. And then when it starts back up, the problem's going to regenerate itself. So yes, the problem is solved. I don't know if it's 100% solved or not. That's what I was impressed with, and it's got foot pedals. I can't wait to go. Yes, I will have to find someone to go with me to record me on that sim. And with that, let's go ahead and hit this and pray that it works.
Silk and satin, feel the night. Ooh, yeah. Glitter falling, golden light. Shine, shine. Every step, a whispered tease. Moving slow like honey bees. Shimmy, shimmy, watch me glow. Take it high and bring it low. Down, down. Velvet shine, I steal the show. Feel the rhythm, let it flow, flow.
That's all, folks.
And with that, we're going to wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for being here, and we made it another hour. This is good. I like doing the hours. I'd like to go a little longer. Maybe we'll set a goal of going an hour and a half. Maybe we'll get up to 2 hours. Who knows? Also want to thank the Zoom homies, Bill, who's still MIA, Rich, Sam, Greg, Darren, Chris, Max, and Alex Cheek. Thank you so much. I also want to thank everyone on YouTube. I love the chat tonight. That is good. Chat participation is fantastic. Somebody just did a top, I think that was Sam, top 10, or Jeff Ryman, who, by the way, is playing poker tonight. And Scott is second. John is third. Ski Man is fourth. Galactic Volcano, who calls me Kenny, which is fine. I'm good with it, is next. And then Long Dog, who's no longer in the picture, is sixth. And those points need to go away. Distribute them how you would like. Do what?
Thank goodness.
Yeah, Tim, I saw it popped up on my phone. I'll check it right after the live stream. If you'd like to join us on the Zoom panel, okay, stout Z00M@gmail.com. Send me an email. I will get you the credentials. All you do is click on the link I send you, and ta-da, you're here. We had a new guy join last night. It was really good meeting him. Had a lot of interesting things to bring to the table. Fit right into the Zoom homies. You thought he'd been here since the beginning, and I really enjoyed it. I personally really enjoyed it. I would like to see other people there. You don't have to have your camera on, i.e. Max, i.e. Chris, i.e. Alex, i.e. Bill. Bill's got his camera on, but Bill's not here. Kyle was nice. Yes, Kyle was very nice. Hopefully he will be back. Hopefully we see Kyle again. I know Scott has the credentials to come in, and one of these days maybe he will come in. I know John has the credentials to come in. Maybe one of these days he'll come back in. And I get we're not everybody's cup of tea. Last night was a good Zoom after the stream. It was better than, so what do you want to do today? I don't know. What do you want to do today? That's from the Jungle Book, I believe, and the vulture scene when they're sitting on the tree. Good night, everybody. Okay, now, can you rerun the top, Sam, please? I see what you did there. That's pretty cool. AI Zoom. Yes, it is all AI. None of us are real. We are all just a figment of your imagination. Pauline says, not at all. Have a good weekend, guys. Yeah, hopefully, it's going to be cold. It's going to be snowy. And then she says, night. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you for hanging around. Thank you, Betty, for being here. Thank you, Shiley. Thank you, Manny. I can't name everybody. That's the purpose of the scroll. Hopefully it got everybody. Wow, I can't type. You're a homie, a Zoom homie. Of course you can't type. I kind of want to run it one until you run exclamation top. I want to see what the results were. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing now. Cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. If he gets hurt by it and he's watching, fine. I don't care. We all know the deal behind that. Good night. See you later. Doug Betts tomorrow, 2 o'clock my time, 1 o'clock Central Time, 11 o'clock out on the West Coast. I'll see you guys there. And of course, I'm hanging around over here. Good night. See you tomorrow night.